Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today I have a very multi-layered cool read. It's basically about, what are you destined for and who are you destined to be with? And is your life path, purpose, and direction right now moving towards that? Basically it's about, is what's coming for you what you're already envisioning, or is it changing and unfolding in different ways? We're really going to find out a myriad of possibilities because I feel like there's so many people out there right now that are so hopeful because things are shifting and turning in their favor, and it really only takes a few pivots to get life to agree with us on our terms and life's terms and the way energy is exchanged. And it's simply by not having to have an outcome be a very particular specific way. We're going to have variations in what we think outcomes are. Let me give you an example. Proms and things like that, for instance, the expectation is so high for this amazing, palatial, beautiful, spectacular event that it seldom lives up to what we imagine, right? So this is about not setting so spectacularly unrealistic expectations. This is about giving time and expansion for the allowance of what is. Now, what is unfortunate little occurrences, flat tires that aren't going to put us off our entire day, not having milk in the fridge, destroying our entire morning, things like that we're just allowing for inconveniences, because that's all they are. They're not tragedies. We're allowing inconveniences to come in so we can sort of regulate what we do want to come in, right? What we are manifesting without getting overly sensitive to things that sometimes don't go our way. Okay, so we have a 3-card choice, and I put out some of my new jewelry that I made because I was so excited and I thought it looked pretty, and I was filming it in the sunlight. I made this beautiful turquoise piece, which I love because you can wear it both ways, like as a necklace, and I used gorgeous seashell and silver, and you can have this hanging down your back or be in the front and have this just be simplified. I just love big chunky turquoise, and I got a great shipment in the other day, and I was like, oh, I want to make things. And I love Christacola, and I did some wire wrap with jade, and I did some pretty plain crystals with like moonstones and silver. This looks beautiful. This looks like such a fairy necklace when you wear it, and it catches the light so beautifully. And I like decorative sparkly things to be on the set too, because I like things that are eye-catching and fun. And I definitely believe in the healing and protective properties of these crystals, so I like having them nearby when I do reads as too, because I have like a crazy morning. All my favorite readers were depressed today. It was the weirdest thing. I flipped on Gregory Scott, I flipped on some other people. They're like, oh, I'm like, yo dude, I'm like, if I'm ever feeling doubt, I don't touch my cards, I don't get on the camera. I try to like really always be at my best, and I try to always be outside because it's expansive, it's fresh, it's green, it's a pure energy. The channeling is always excellent, so I'm always going to try to provide you with the best energy in my reads as well, because I realize life takes crazy turns anyway. We don't need our spirits dampened by somebody announcing their bad moods, right? It gets really hard. And this is not, I know we're all sharing our lives with each other and different readers, but that's just my perspective. I believe, and I love these readers, but I do believe that our emotions are contagious, and when we start to go down that road, other people start to feel that. So I'm always going to try to be on an upbeat curve for you guys. So let's see what's coming for you. We have number 1, the snow moon, which is purity. Number 2, wolf moon, which is hunger. That speaks of what we hunger for, what we're chasing in our lives, what we want, what we're trying to bring to our front door, what really appeals to us, right? Like oftentimes we'll have a creative spark, and we're really hungry to pursue that and turn that into a materialized 3D item, right? A painting, a sculpture, whatever. Number 3 is waning gibbons, which is pleasure. So we are going to start with number 1. Right away, I'm going to use regular tarot, but I'm going to pull one. Oh, nice. I'm going to pull one overarching energy for this. This is rebirth. So I feel right now what is in your very near future is a rebirth of your ideas. You're simplifying what you're after, so it doesn't seem like an overaccumulation of old ideas, everybody else's ideas, your subconscious. This is purely you, pure original new direction that you want, where you're simplifying and also getting rid of and throwing off the cloak of old behaviors and patterns that don't work for you. Like, it's really, really what you're calling in for yourself, because you realize, in the past, we sometimes just do things when we're tired, when we're angry, when we're hungry, when we're misaligned, and sometimes that energy can come back and just be like, that's not us. Why did I say that or do that? It's because we feel like we have to give an answer or do something, but we really don't. It's not our priority to answer everybody else, help everybody else. If somebody asks us something and we know that energy is off and it's not in our best interest, like they're trying to goad us or whatever, there's no reason we have to answer that. People are like, well, it's rude not to answer. I'm like, it's rude for someone try to put us in a place that's uncomfortable for us too. So you're just going to be like, I'll get back to you. You're not even going to answer that. So I'm going to do a fan out and we're going to see what's coming. I love this. I shuffle and then I get like a click on the card that I think best represents, and if extra ones come out. So this is what we're shedding, what we're keeping. Yeah, see, right here, rebirth. You're letting go of this over accumulation of choice, the fear of missing out. You're realizing, you know what? You don't need 15 choices of cereals. You don't need 88 choices of friends. You know intuitively what and who is good for you, and you're omitting the rest. You're deleting. Press Alt Delete. I don't need all of this, because your new format, your new rebirth, you are divinely directed, you're divinely guided. This here I'm feeling too. I feel like you're going to have some major resources that you didn't have to work with before. Somebody is going to invest in you, or you're going to have a windfall of money to invest in yourself. Due to this thing, when we create a void, good things come in. You're going to need a pause. You're going to need a moment to sort of resituate yourself. Wow, I have all these great opportunities coming. I need to take a pause. I don't need to ask everybody and their sister what I should do, because I know myself. I am the Alpha and Omega. I know where the answers are. I know when I slow down and I get away from the maddening crowd that the right answers are going to come, that your shining, pendulum is going to stop right on what is the right direction. And you know that. And look at this. Wheel of Fortune. This is amazing. 2 major arcana and an ace. This is crazy. So basically this is saying your perspective is going to be so much cleaner, clearer, and deeper than it was before. It's like everything was shrouded and smoke and mirrors, and you like knew the sort of vague direction, but this is an absolute, here is your compass, true north, and you're going to move in that direction. It is going to bring you your destined love. It is going to bring you your fortune. It is going to bring you your life path purpose, with basically roadmaps everywhere for you. Turn this way, do that. You're going to be listening to your intuition. You took that time out. Your guides are helping you. Your heart chakra is open, and you're ready, and you're just doing it. And I feel like some of you, you already know these particular loves that are out there. You've just formed a new relationship. You're starting to feel it. The momentum is building. So these are some of the people that you have just met. You are destined to be with. They are your soul partner and life partners. These new friendships, kindred spirits, and soul mates as well. And keep that perspective high. As soon as you feel like you're overwhelmed or the waters are getting muddied, just stop, have that hermit moment. That's what I do. I pause, I step away, I get a bigger, better perspective. And then boom, I'm able to guide myself. And look at your overall card. I love this. Beginnings. It's all about this. Look at this ace with this. New beginnings, new perspective, new heightened awareness, new eye for beauty, detail, discernment, all of those things that are important. So that is friggin' amazing. I'm so stoked. I told myself I wasn't going to say amazing anymore, and I'm like, too bad. If you want to say it, say it. It just is. It's like you're not going to feel overwhelmed anymore, and that's so important in our lives, to have things be simplified and modified so everything is digestible and doable, and in like step-by-step procedures, right? Easy blueprints, easy to follow, new directions, no more harsh energy, and I'm loving that for you. So beautiful energy, group 1. If you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Melanie. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you to all my regular watchers and subscribers. I love and adore you guys so much. I have a little gray arrow that brings you to all my links down below, and there's buttons over there for like, subscribe, all those goodies, and the notification bell, and then the link shows you where to get private reads, my Instantgo, which is a great service where I can answer you right away if you have a question, my Etsy store. And the answer is yes. Some of you came over on Instagram and you were like, Melanie, do you when I get a Goddess Provisions box off your link, do you actually get a percentage of that to support your channel? I absolutely do. That's why I do that, like the walkthrough of the box, and I talk about them because I believe in their beautiful quality items. And otherwise, I'm never ever going to advertise junk. In fact, I think the only other the other thing that I did was that great thing for, cats, because I have cats. And, because I don't want to be all about advertising, but if I find something that is amazing, I'm going to bring it up to you guys. And they really do. I mean, it's weird that the price of one item in that box should be the cost of that one item, but then you usually get 4 or 5 other equally wonderful items. It just really makes an affordable, beautiful, holistic prize. I love it. It's like getting a Christmas present at our door. So anyway, you guys, everything is down there. Thank you. Step into this new beautiful energy. I wasn't actually even going to do a read today, and I went outside and the air was very special today. The air was like hot and humid, but then when I sat down under my favorite cherry maple to do the read, it's like the air cooled. I slowed down. I started to listen to my guides. Everything sort of fell into a nice rhythm. So I'm like, that's what I'm doing. So now and I love outdoor reads, and you guys were saying that you love the sounds of the crickets and the birds and everything. And I do as well. I feel like it makes for just a very nice balance out here. So now we're on to number 2, which is Wolf, Moon, and Hunger. I feel like a lot of you guys, if you chose this, you're hungering for a better way, a better path, more answers, but you don't want things to go, over accumulate. That's what I'm hearing. Like, what happens is we forget sometimes to release what we need to release in order to have a calmer sense of self, a smoother path. And right now your overarching energy is going to be about your growth, and this is a cycle of growth that is leading to your true path purpose. I have an abundance of you guys that continually send me messages that you do feel underappreciated at work, you do feel undervalued, you're doing the work of 2 or 3 other lazy, like, hot shots that sometimes try to take the credit. And I've been there and I've done that, and it's unfortunate, but what we have to do is to know that we know, and that's all that really matters. And then if we're not getting ample reward and value for our work, we leave. When I left my last job, I said to my boss, I said, I don't care if you don't value me, but I value myself, and this is no longer doable. So I got to go. Bye. And you have to, because you have to stand up for that. Because look what's coming. The devil. You're letting go of any, I'll call it obsessive behavior. Some of us do this and we don't even know from our subconscious. We go on this weird pattern where, okay, we're bored, let's go shopping on Amazon. Okay, we're bored, let's go have a drink. Okay, we're bored, let's go eat junk food. You're dropping that. You're realizing, you know what, that's just temptation. That's just a quick fix. That's just something that we're filling this void, and you no longer want to do that, which is beautiful. Because look at this. You have the Page of Wands. You're really looking out over your future with passion. What do I want to do? Where am I going? And you're starting to specify. I call it specify, then amplify. Specify exactly what you want, and then amplify that in everything you do, right? If you want honesty and you want full disclosure from people, you're doing that. If you want to actually receive gifts and love and all that, you're giving that. So you're setting the example for yourself. You're slowing down and recognizing, what the hell am I doing that's making me take these 2 steps backwards? Old behaviors, that's all it is. I have that as well when I forget to clear all the air if I do several reads or I have high anxiety clients. All of a sudden I'll feel like I want junk food, and that's literally me just trying to remove myself from that energy. But there's always so many better ways. There are chants, there is just singing bowls, there is sound is wonderful to clear the air. You just put on some quiet music, jazz, anything, it alleviates that pressure. Okay, that's what your new forward moving energy is about, to alleviating pressure. Because look what, oh my gosh, that's crazy. You're moving into this emperor stage where you're saying exactly what you want. You're spending time with exactly who you want to spend time with. You're putting your time, effort, and focus into what you want. I feel like so many of you are pulled in so many directions trying to help your family do with very little reward. And you're waking up to that fact and you're like, whoa, everybody else seems to be thriving, happy, getting all their needs met, but what about me? Dude, woman, whoever you are, get out there and get that manicure, pedicure, massage, whatever. Don't spend all your money on, family and friends that are just expecting these things, right? I feel like sometimes we need to be a little less giving and get more in the receptive state. And when we're in our receptive state, then that pressure eases off. Like I'm guilty of this too. I get in my car wherever I am. I'm like, oh, maybe Hagen wants this food since I'm close by. And then I'll see it's difficult to park and this and that. And I'm like, you know what? Do not break your own neck in order to support others, continually. It's one of those things where we just get in the habit of giving and at our expense, and then we tire, and then when we need to do things, we're run down. So this is amazing. This is about creating a void, creating space so these new things can come in, your new ideas, your new creativity. This is all about you're calling in love too. Your soulmate is on their way. This page is about messages. You're going to start receiving synchronistic messages, so you're going to know that that energy is aligned. They're on their way. They're coming towards you. You're smoothing a path. This is also about allowing yourself to have mistakes without beating yourself up or being critical. I do crazy stuff all day. I'll push and push and push, and then I'm like, all of a sudden, I can't even hear my family members anymore because I've done so much problem solving for the collective, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, all of a sudden, my fuse just stops, and then I almost don't even hear my family members when they have issues. So we got to slow down and release this, and that's what you're letting go of. I feel like you might have one or two people that you spend time with that just aren't good for you anymore. You know what, you feel drained after that. You're their ear. You're literally their walking human ear that they tell all their problems to, or you're their person that gives them a ride everywhere, but you're just the giver in the situation. Take a look at that, because you have new kindred spirits and friends coming in, and you need space for them because you're positioning yourself as, I feel like you do have a fun alpha personality. You're probably a Virgo, you're probably a Libra, where you know what is right and you're just tired of the garbage. So you're like, bye, gotta fly. I'm a bird, bitch. You guys like that saying. I used to do that too in my car. Somebody would be like, just blowing my phone up, and I would just turn my phone off, and I'm like, I gotta fly because I'm a bird, bitch. I can't be waiting down on the ground for a bigger bird to devour me with their problems, right? We need to alleviate that pressure. We need to let some air out of the tires, and you're learning to do that. So it's beautiful energy, group 2. I love that for you. Yeah, love is on the way. It's calling to you. Look out for those synchronicities. Again, saying birds, I feel like crows and ravens are going to play a big part in this. Butterflies for sure. And funnily enough, I'm seeing ladybugs everywhere. So look out for little ladybugs with 4 or 5 little dots on them, because they're your friend as well. So beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video, and all my linkazoids are down below. I have an Etsy store where I make all this handcrafted jewelry, and I can custom make you anything. I already most likely have the stones, and if not, I can get them within 24 hours. I have great providers of for that type of thing. So just let me know. Come over on Instagram as well. It's Sparkrist11. I do a lot of communicating with people through there. I love it. They can send me questions. We do all kinds of fun interactions over there, and I have contests, and people win decks and jewelry and crowns. And I know you guys love the hell out of Edward. I'm going to be having a contest so Edward can be with one of you before Halloween, and he's my beautiful silver sparkly skull that I used for my first videos. And it's like, I want to have a contest where someone wins him as well. So beautiful energy, group 2. My heart goes out to you because you're blossoming and you're trying, and that's why you're manifesting your best outcomes right now. So now we're going to go on to number 3. You guys, I wish I could describe like the temperature and the feeling outside. I feel like I'm in Louisiana because it's hot and sticky. Yeah, under my particular cherry blossom tree, it's like, it's cool. Like, I feel like it's what ideal body temperature is. Like, I really love it. Once I go outside, I feel like everything's expanded. So I really am going to try to do reads right up until the winter snows, because I really love it. So now we're on to number 3, which is pleasure. Right away, you guys, I feel like this is your time. This is you feeling the age of Aquarius. You wanting to flirt, be out there, be connected to people, be connected to people. I mean, I feel like you love social media and all of that, but I feel like you're a people person too. So when you're around them, you feel lifted. I'm going to do, yes. You guys, you would die laughing if you saw my hands. So this is camera hand. I shouldn't show you this. This is non-camera hand. I use this one for jeweling, and it chips off all of my stuff. So you should primarily see my left hand. Honest to goodness, I made so many pieces last night, and it kills my nails. And I do my own nails, and I felt really good to do weeds right now, so I didn't want to. Look at this, wands. So I just wanted to get out here. So hopping back, this is your pleasure phase. This is where you're going to be really highly attractive to other people. They're going to be trying to flirt your socks off. They're going to be trying to get your attention. So don't be short-tempered with people like that. They just like you. They like your energy, and they're attracted to you. And I feel like this phase of your life is definitely about connecting with, fun relationships, fun light relationships for a while that may settle into lifelong matrimonial relationships. So have fun while you're at it, because look at this. We have the Nine of Swords, which this was a phase that you had been in. Was a central energy which you're releasing kapow to get to these two. You were overthinking everything. You were overcritical of yourself, those around you. You were overestimating what some people would do for you. They were under delivering. So you had disappointment. You were like, when is this going to change? Guess what? It's changing now. It's changing as of now. It started changing the 20th. You're looking out over your future and you're going, what am I really aiming for? So now you're starting to classify and quantify what you want. That's the first step. It's the biggest step. What do you really want? Let everything else fall away. You don't need all this burdensome extra taxing energy going to people, places, and things that aren't coming back to you. You're seeing no residual outcome from those people, places, and things. So let it go. I did that. I mean, I used to have just so many people that I was in contact with, but then I realized I was basically just doing things for these people. And that's why, but sometimes as light workers, we feel like people want our help. We'll keep giving. Now you're going to be able to identify that. Oh, no. There's no give and take here. It's take. Good day to you. And release it. And it's funny because I'm actually packing up some stuff right now for people, places, and things I don't need in my life, and returning things as well, because I'm realizing that everything is 100% one-sided, and it's draining, and it makes us sad, because we're like, why do we do that to ourselves? And secondly, why do other people do that to us? But you're releasing it because you realize that you've put in the work, and now you're getting ready for these great results. And look what's coming for you. You're in an assessment phase, and this beauty is coming, and where you're recognizing everything around you that's beautiful, and how to beautify it, and how to amplify it, and how to bring warmth and love into your life. And because of that, people are seeing you on a whole different level. Like, they are just seeing, the twinkle in your eye. They're seeing that funny little crooked tooth. They're seeing that cute grin. They're seeing that. I feel like a lot of you are goth and have cool hairdos, and part of your heads are shaved. I feel that. I feel like they're really noticing your tattoos and asking you about them. They want to connect. It's your individualistic beauty that's really shining right now for you. And this is going to sort of guide you back on the right path of realizing what's important to you. You're starting to really negotiate any things that used to seem like difficulties. Now they're just occurrences. You're like, this isn't so harsh. This is kind of silly that I made a big deal out of this. And you're looking for the things that are light, bright, and beautiful. Therefore, you're bringing them into you. And I really love that, because you also have, the Persephone phase of awakening. You're really awakening. I call it the tribal vibration, where who belongs next to you is now coming next to you. What you are seeking is also seeking you. That now you have this kind of pure state of where you can connect with who and what you want, and you're pulling it towards you. So this is a fabulous manifestation era for you. And you're filling any of those voids with great things, resplendent things that lift you and you love. I will have to remind myself too, if I'm in my car and I'm just all of a sudden driving towards like a mall or something, I'm like, do you need a single god darn thing at this mall? If the answer is no, do not go to this mall. Go to this beach and go swimming. Yesterday, Indy and I went to the beach. We spent time in this really deep, salty water. So earthy, so grounding. It was perfect. Where, we could have just bought needless, useless things for no reason. I'm like, and try to stay away from that energy of consumerism too. I feel like right now that's a purifying phase for you, where, you're trying to do holistic things as well, and do those things with crystals, with handmade facials, things like that. It's going to make you feel good and purified. But just know this hard work you're putting in, all these pentacles, it's coming for you. The rewards are coming. I feel like we're kind of at a stalemate with certain things going, why am I putting in this extreme effort with no reward? The reward is also coming. So I love that energy for you, Group 3. Beautiful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Melanie. Thank you for tuning in today, and all my links are down below. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Thank you to all my new subscribers. You guys are coming in droves. I'm so excited. It's so wonderful. I was like, woo, what is going on? But apparently you appreciate me and I appreciate you, and it's really, really great. And I have all these links down below you can check out. I have my own private Etsy store that I make, my own private Idaho, where I create custom pieces and fun healing and protective amulets, all that kind of fun jazz. Everything is down there. Go check it out. And thank you for tuning in, and really, really, you're blossoming. Don't second guess yourself anymore, because you know what's right for you. You've always known. Your inner dialogue is changing to, I can have anything that I want. I am accomplished. I am loved. I am solid. I am my own unique original self, and I shouldn't try to be anybody else. This is what I want, and this is what I'm focusing on. All you other people, you can just stay in your lane, and I'll invite you over when I have time, right? Good. Yeah, I'm like hearing these very clearly. I feel like too many people are trying to encroach on your space. tell him to just back off for the time being and in the nicest possible way. So love and light to you, and I'm going to go upload.